welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I root hair on a mini 3-inch silicone baby. So I have her right now in a little diaper, but I'm gonna wrap her up in this little blanket because I don't want her to be naked. So I'm gonna wrap her up, and then it might actually be easier for when I do the rooting, but we shall see. So I have her wrapped up in her newborn blanket, also available on my Etsy. Right now I have the top of her hair semi-done. I'm gonna add a little bit more, but I like to get the general, like, everything laid out as far as like the direction of the hair. I like to do that and then fill in as I go. Ideally I should not be doing that. I should kind of go in order, or like row by row, but the way that my brain is set up, I cannot do that. I need to see it complete. I need to know where I'm going. That way I can just fill it in and brush it and see where I need to add more. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the rooting while I'm rooting it. So first, I'm going to talk about the tools. This is the rooting needle that I'm using. I can't really say exactly what kind of needle it is, but this is just the first rooting needle that I was able to find on Amazon. This is the hair. It's a very light brown. It's not chocolatey or anything, so I feel like it looks really natural on these babies. And then I have it in a command strip, which helps me hold it while I'm rooting it. This is something that I saw reborns. Oh, you know what? I might put a different background so that way it doesn't blend in with the wood. I just realized that. So that trick is something that I learned from Reborns by Jess, something like that, on YouTube, and I'm sure you can find her a lot of other places, but that's something that I learned by watching her videos. And everything that as far as like these babies, is something that I've just picked up on numerous videos. So it's really cool to learn new things constantly. So just keep in mind the hair is a little bit longer than I'd like. This is kind of like the longest, so you can see here it's like a little bit long, but that's gonna get fixed at some point. So yeah, I have the hair in a command strip, and hopefully it's a little bit easier for you to see on this background. So the difference between, I'm gonna show you before I begin, but you can see this baby has painted hair, right? So just kind of use this as a reference to what I am talking about. So I'm going to start the process. I'm going to start to root the back. As you can see, there's no hair in the back of the head. And so it's going to be nice and even. I'm not going to finish all of it on video, but I'm just going to do a quick talk through, and then this will kind of give you something to look at. So rooted hair compared to, and this, I'm not telling you how to root hair, I'm just rooting it, and then you're just watching me root. I'm not trying to explain my process here. This blanket might not work, and she's wearing a little tail, rabbit tail. So the reborning process is something that, or, you know, having these little silicone dolls, I should say, that's something that is not, it's not something that it's really a toy per se. Yes, it's, you know, it could be used as a toy, right? But this is something that is like a collector's item. It's not something you would necessarily like hand over to a small child and say, here you go, because it can be pretty pricey. I believe mine are pretty reasonable for the amount of the price compared to like the amount of work that I put into making them. And I've only been doing this for a year, so I feel like still a learning journey and I'm always improving. So anyway, as you can see, this is quite the process to root these dolls too. Let alone just making them is a lot of work. So if you are unsure if hair rooting is something that you want in your doll, then you just have to kind of compare the two. So using the other baby as a reference, if you're going to be playing with your baby a lot, your doll, just keep in mind this hair compared to like a vinyl doll with rooted hair, which is plastic, it can get sealed. But with silicone, it's once it goes in, you just pray that it doesn't come out, because there's no way for me to glue it. The babies that I've had with rooted hair, I've had no issues. But if you feel like you're gonna be constantly playing with it, then I maybe don't recommend rooted hair. It looks very nice, very realistic. I like doing more like newborn style, so not a lot of hair. Some people like having more hair on it, but you know, to each their own. And that's also something you can add if you choose to get a rooted hair doll by me. You know, you can add that into the personalization. Like, I want it more newborn style. I want it more full head of hair. Unless you ask, it's just assume it's going to be like a newborn baby kind of. So I try not to do too much hair, because at this age they have very short, fine hair. Not all babies, most babies do. Some babies have, you know, pretty long hair, a lot of hair when they're born, but again, that's everything that can be added in the personalization, which I love that option on Etsy. So you can always message me and we can, you know, if there's anything specific that you're interested in or looking for in your doll, you know, that's something we can talk about. So it really depends on what you're looking for when you are buying a doll, what you're looking for. As far as, you know, playing with it or just looking at it and whatnot. So this is just an idea as to what the hair can look like. It can be styled. She just has it to the side right now, but you can also move it to the front ever so lightly. And again, she still needs her haircut, so this isn't exactly how it's going to be. But you know, it can be really fun to change their hairstyle and style their hair and add little bows. This is not doing it justice, but it's okay. This is the process. This is not the finished product. So I'm gonna keep adding some more hair, and talk about a little bit more the difference between painted and rooted hair. So rooted hair, it's gonna be a little bit of a longer process, as you can see when I paint it. I may have done a video on me painting the hair, maybe not, now that I'm thinking about it. But painting the hair is a little bit of a faster process, especially because I've done it so much at this point. I've sold hundreds of babies and I'm so happy that I've been able to sell so much. But it's a little bit faster for me to paint. Rooting is something I'm definitely new in, as you can see, as you can tell. I don't have nowhere near like the patience to sit and, you know, root as good as I should, which is kind of sad to say, but you know, that takes so much skill and technique that I can't really even like pinpoint where the hair is going. I just kind of hope that it lands where it does. So this is an example as to what it looks like for me to root the hair. I can't wait to give her another haircut. Once everything is in, you can see there's like some little bald patches here, but everything is going to get fixed and added nicely. But yeah, it looks so funny at first. But then once you see them with, you know, the little style gel in their hair, it looks really, really cute. You just need some patience and in the eye of the finished product. So, yeah, it's just an idea as to what the baby looks like, how I root it. And then if you want to see the finished product, you can find the finished baby on my Etsy once she is ready to go. So this one is going to be for sale if you're interested in purchasing this one. So yeah, if you have any questions, this is a oh my god, this is a 3-inch baby. There's a kitten on my table right now. Let me make some room for her. And you know, leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe follow. And I'm going to be trying to make more videos of this process, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.